Hey YouTube, I just want to get on here and get my opinion on certain things. Um, they say Gorilla got another face, and I saw her face. She looked beautiful. She's starting to look more and more like Rihanna. I don't know if that's the goal or what, but she looked like Rihanna. Now, I'm not against plastic surgery. If you can afford it, I'm not against it. My thing is when you get too much. Like, I'm a big Janet Jackson fan, and Janet done had too much surgery. Latoya, she done had too much surgery. And God bless the dead, when Michael Jackson was alive, he did too much surgery as well. He didn't even look like himself. I'm not against it if you just do it right. Look, Kim, she overdid it. She looked like an alien. I'm not like dissing her looks or anything like that, but she don't look like herself. But when you get surgery and you still look natural, I like that. I think it's pretty. I find nothing wrong with it because I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I had the money, if I had the moolah, I would get me some Lipo. I wouldn't get a BBL. BBLs look stupid to me because I done seen too many people get BBLs and it just look crazy. Cardi B, her BBL looked fucked up to me. It looked fucked up. What's that singer name? Oh my god. Then K Michelle. Remember when she was on live one year, about like 2 or 3 years ago, her booty flipped and something in her butt flipped and she just lifted and put it back up. Like, I won't get no BBL. And then my cousin and I, 3 years ago, we went to Miami, and the girls in Miami, they BBLs are gorgeous. And before we went to Miami, we went to Atlanta to catch the plane, and you can tell the difference in the BBLs versus Atlanta and Miami. The girls in Atlanta, they BBLs looked botched. They didn't look natural. It looked fucked up. It looked like they put a, you know how when you were little you'll play dress up or play a character, you just stuff clothes in your bottom half, or when you stuff your bra, it wasn't like even or looked clunky. Like, they BBLs in Atlanta, from what I saw, wasn't all that. You can tell the difference in the BBLs. Now, if you got the money and you can afford a BBL, there's nothing wrong with a BBL. And if you get a good surgeon, I feel like what you pay for is what you get. If I had the money, I would go for the top. I wouldn't just like get anybody to like fuck up my body. I had titties all my life, so I wouldn't get anything done to my titties. But if I had the money, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I had the money, I would get lipo. Um, a BBL, no. I would do the lipo back in the early 2000s, the late 90s, early 2000s. All the girls was getting lipo. They was getting fat sucked out of their bodies. It was like a no-no or disgusting to take your fat and then put it somewhere else. No, that's all the BBL is. You taking fat out of one area and put it in another. If I had the money to get fat removed, I'm not putting it back in me. Simple as that. That's crazy to me. But if I had the money, I would get liposuction, and I would get PDDO threads. That's when they go in the face and they lift the face up. But I'm probably good for another 10 years or whatever. But yeah, I would do that instead of a facelift. And I would definitely get lipo if I had the money. Like, I'm not against lipo, but when you just go too far, it's just, to me, ridiculous. It's crazy, and it look like you don't like yourself. And I wouldn't get no nose job. I love my nose. I love my forehead. I have a forehead like my dad. I got a picture of my dad. I got one picture of him. It's his obituary picture, and I noticed he and I had the same forehead. Um, my nose, when I smile, my nose crinkle up like my mother and everything. And then I got my mother cheekbones, and I got them Jackson teeth, and I got the lips and stuff from her. So I wouldn't like get a facelift, or I would get a facelift because I just said I get PDFO. I think they PDFO threads. That's when they put advice in your skin and they pull the skin back and tighten it up. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. Because I looked at the procedure. It's like $700. I can afford that in a few years. Well, I can afford it, but I'm wait till the skin drop. Let's see. Yeah, PDO threads. Yes. Um, and they charge you based on how bad the skin is sagging and stuff like that. I would get that, but like to change something completely, no, because the tighter the skin, the younger the face look and stuff like that. But when people get their nose changed and stuff like that, especially like young celebrities, they'll get a nose job, they'll change their face completely. And reason why I bring up young people, because then they'll have kids. And you getting your face changed, you changing your face, but you still having children, and your children look like whatever your original face looked like. So you can get plastic surgery, but if you truly ugly and you having babies, your kid's gonna look like whatever you look like before you got surgery. But my bell pepper nose, I like my nose because it goes with my eyebrows. If I got a thinner nose, it would match my eyebrows. Your face is what God gave you, and my eyebrows, uh, they are microbladed, so I wouldn't do anything to my nose, because if I got anything done to my nose wouldn't be in proportion with my eyebrows. But yeah, but I would in maybe 10 years. I'm hoping in 10 years or longer, some PDO threads. Hoping that I don't need it. But if I had the money, definitely liposuction. But yes, some of these celebrities, they be going too far with the lipo, and they be going too far. What I was gonna say. So far, Gorilla, she still look good and everything, but I hope that she don't overdo it to where she like an alien, or she just look fucked up, or she just look weird. hmm And I like my features. And I can't have kids because I'm a woman of a certain age, but still though, my face has brought me a lot of good luck. In China, they feel like your face is a blessing, and they feel like your face can bring you good luck. And I would say I lived a pretty good life. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. So, and I would think that I'm pretty blessed. I won't say lucky, because God is in control of everything, and there's really no such thing as a luck. So I would say I'm pretty blessed, but you know, my face has brought me goodness. And plus, people tell me, especially when I was younger, they say, "Oh, you look so innocent." Always tell me that. I haven't heard it in a while, but people always say, "You look so innocent." So I wouldn't do anything like major to my face to mess that up, because I got my dad forehead. I got my nose crinkle up like my mom's. I think I got my daddy nose, but my nose do crinkle up when I smile, and my mom, her nose crinkle up when she smiles. So that's all I wanted to say. Some of these celebrities, they be taking plastic surgery too fucking far. They don't even look like themselves. And then like I said, if you under 35 and you getting surgery and you having babies, your baby's gonna look like whatever you look like and the man you sleeping with. Not the plastic surgery. So you're fooling yourself. So anyway, I am out. I just want to get on here and talk and get my point and opinion on things. If you like my video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. And you know, YouTube is not motherfucking YouTube. And speaking of motherfucking YouTube, I did a video maybe yesterday or a couple days back, and I was saying how YouTube always emailing me, "Oh, you did this, you did that, ooh," and all this. They sent a survey to my YouTube studio to do a survey. If you all can do that, you all can pay me. Fucking pay me. That's all I want to say. And I'm out. Bye.